Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, Dr. Haider Shah. On behalf of Karwas, I would like to welcome all of you to this webinar. Thank you very much for joining us. Today we have another very interesting topic, and I'm really honored to welcome and introduce our distinguished guest speaker who is going to talk about tips for the PhD students. What are the essential factors that needs to be considered during the PhD journey and particularly for the beginners? So in this session, you will get the best insight, right information and knowledge regarding all these things because we have an expert with us in today's this session. So stay tuned because in amazing stuff are coming ahead in this session. So before we start, I would like to thank Karwas for arranging such enlightenment sessions, for their support and providing us such a wonderful platform. The aim of Karwas is to give you the opportunity to connect and interact with world-renowned speakers, academic leaders, teachers, authors, researchers, experts, professionals, and businessmen to learn from their views, experiences, and tips which will create an impact and will enable you to learn new things and develop yourself in order to grow and transform individually as well as to contribute to the world at a large. So as our slogan is come, learn and share knowledge. So today we have a very special and distinguished guest speaker. He's a well-known personality in academia and industry, having a vast experience and exposure, and we always see him while contributing to the world on different platforms. So let me introduce him formally. He is currently working as an assistant professor, faculty of business administration, and he has also worked as a director research and projects at the Mohammad Jinnah University. He has a wide international exposure and work experience of 14 years in teaching, research, and industry. In addition to that, he has earned his PhD degree in human resource management from University Uttara Malaysia, which is AMBA and AACSB accredited university. Along with that, postdoctoral and the international research fellow at the University Malaysia Perlis. In addition to that, he has published in A-star journal, that is International Journal of Hospitality Management, with impact factor 10.427. He has several impact factor publication to his credit in Scopus Q1, ABDC, ABS, SSCI, SCI, ESCI, and other top tier journals. He is also a reviewer of several high ranking research journals. Currently, he is editing a special issue in the Frontier in Psychology, having an impact factor of 4.23, Scopus Q1 ABS. He has been invited as session chair and keynote speaker in a number of international conferences. In addition to that, he has deep knowledge of quantitative and qualitative research and presented in universities such as Oxford, United Kingdom, Harvard and MIT in USA. He has supervised more than 10 MS and PhD theses. He is well respected in the international research community and has a number of research publications in the area of human resource management, CSR, fintech, quantitative and qualitative research. Last but not the least, he is a wonderful speaker, author, teacher, professional, and above everything, a great human being. So please help me in welcoming our guest, Dr. Mohammad Asif Qureshi. Welcome to the Calvas platform and thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you so much for the great introduction, Dr. Shah. And I'm really thankful to you for inviting me this platform. And I try to share my thoughts about PhD tips. So let me start.
Yeah, and it's really pleasure to have you, Dr. Saab, because we have been following you on the different social media and you are doing a fantastic job. So over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So the topic is tips for the PhD students. Basically, I would start with the how to survive a PhD. I can tell you that these contents I have prepared. There are show us your medals, selecting a topic, what makes a good topic, what makes a good PhD thesis, what makes a good PhD students, writing up, and the viva. So let me tell you about myself that how I start my PhD. I start my PhD. Uh, in 2013 and competed in 2017 in University of Utara, Malaysia. So now I have some medals in my CV that I currently supervising two national and three international PhD candidates, as well as around 10 MS students. And I have been invited as an external examiner and keynote speaker, session chairs, and also the five PhD examinations in globally. As Dr. Shah already told you about my introduction, that I have supervised many students and also supervising students. So medals, when I see that these medals in my CV that I am currently supervising a PhD student, so I feel very good, because when I started my journey, I was thinking that how it will complete. Definitely, PhD is not an easy task, and it's sometimes it's feel that it is hard work, and sometimes it feels that I can smartly done. So it depends upon your topic, how to choose a topic, a good topic. So let me start with the PhD, that a door that shows that welcome to a PhD. So when we start a PhD, then everyone say that this is difficult, you cannot do, or you can feel the difficulties to complete this task. So, but a PhD student must have the dedication and must have the passionate about the work that he or she going to start in the problem that going to address in the thesis. Definitely, PhD is a big dream. Everyone has a dream to complete the PhD on the time, and without time, PhD completion, without the good work, PhD is difficult to complete, because when you have a dream with your topic that you can complete your topic within a time, and will it will start with your supervisor. Supervisor is a very important source to complete your PhD and help out in your PhD. And you know that when you start your PhD, there is the only way to complete your PhD, and there is an another way that you can give up. Many times you can feel difficulty in your work, but there is a always have the motivation that you start your work, that you can complete it on the time and you have to do it. So that motivation can feels you, also that dedication that feels you to complete your PhD. And now I can tell you the doctoral journey. What is doctoral journey? This is basically the Gantt chart, and it depends upon the uh, your based on your university or your supervisors, that how he or she can guide you about your Gantt chart. First of all, you have to get the acceptance in the university to get admission in your PhD, and after that you have certain criteria to complete the coursework. Different university have the different criteria, and also then after completion of your coursework, you have come up with some idea that you present in your colloquium or the symposium. That after the acceptance of your idea, you have to start your writing the thesis, like in the uh, different phases: introduction, literature review, methodology, then discussion, and the conclusion. So different university have the different criteria. Some universities offer, like in my university, they offer the three phases: symposium, candidate defense, and the final vivas. So after the symposium, I went for the candidate defense, that has some requirement to publish a research paper before appear in the candidate defense. And after completion of the candidate defense, I have one other requirement to completion one more research paper to appear in the viva exam. So in your candidate defense, definitely there are the internal and external examiners. They can give you some suggestions to complete your work with the quality that you can uh, propose in your model. And also you can choose a good journals to publish your work, like top tier journals, and also recommended by some listed list in the in university. They offer you the list that you can publish your work in these selected journals, Scopus or Imperfecta journals. Different university have the different criteria. So after defending your dissertation, you can go for the data collection process, and depends that you what study you are going to do. Either it is quantitative or qualitative. So after the completion of data collection, you can write the discussion chapter and the conclusion chapter. So when you complete your thesis, then definitely you discuss with your supervisor in every steps, and with his or her guidance, you can complete your chapter thesis on time. Then you can appear for the viva, and viva is your day. So you will present your work, whatever you have done and whatever your problem. So then you can graduate. So this is basically the Gantt chart and the framework of your thesis. You can select very early and complete it on the time that you have the desired time. So let's move on. Selecting a topic. There are three extreme. One extreme is a topic chosen by yourself. You can discuss with your supervisor that I can work on this topic, this problem, and this problem is really exist. So you can discuss with your supervisor, and also discuss that either you want to do a quantitative research or qualitative research. And second stream is you can meet with your supervisor, and he can offer you that what kind of work you have to do. Maybe he or she has some research project. He can offer you that you can work on this project, or he can offer you a topic that is easy to understand with his or her area. And third is compromise. Compromise means you can discuss with your topic with your supervisor, and you both are agreed to work on the mutual understanding topic. Both you offer a topic, and he or she can adjust some variables with your understanding, or you can suggest, or he can suggest you to write a dissertation on this area, this topic. So win-win situation comes with the compromise. Always we can find the compromise is a solution. So definitely I also went for this compromise extreme, that I can completed my PhD on the time, and got the PhD degree. So now let's move on the what make a good PhD topic. PhD topic selection is an important task. How you select a PhD topic? First, you have to go through a good literature. You can find out the problem. You can see the where is the lake knowledge available, and what areas are covered or not covered, and what type of problem you can identify to discuss with your supervisor that I can work on this topic. Before that, you have to come up with the some problems, and based on this problem, you have to go through a lot of literature, maybe 100 research articles, maybe more than that. So second steps, like universities or the knowledge factories, your thesis must add to our knowledge base. Means universities produce a lot of PhDs, but they also produce a quality PhDs, and also they have the some criteria to publish in good journals. That's why universities ranking increased. Some university have the Scopus criteria, some have the Imperfecta, some have the ABS, some have the ABDC. So different categories and different criteria based universities are available, and it depends that what university is requirement, and you have to fulfill all the requirements. Third is research is cumulative. We shall stand on the shoulders of the giants. We stand on the top of the heap of existing research, but everyone in a while somebody kicks the heap over. Means we have to follow the research of the giants. They already publish a lot of papers in your area, and they have published in the very good top tier journals. And definitely they also suggested some areas that can covered by the different techniques. Like someone did the research in the qualitative methods, and now he or she can suggest for a qualitative method. So it depends on your area, that what you want to do, and what you want to follow about the steps that are already by recommended, and how your research be the available for the society that can take the benefit from your research. Then build your case, state the problem. When you have decided that this a problem that you want to do your research on this problem, so that problem must be the beneficial of the university and also the society can take the benefit about your research. So it must be beneficial for academia as well as the industry. So your argument must be very strong, that can elaborate your problem with the clarity. So moving forward, what makes a good thesis? There are few steps that can help you to write a good thesis and available for anybody to make the benefit from your thesis. Number one, has to be well written. Don't assume everyone knows everything you do. They don't. Means this is your work, you know better than others, even your supervisor. This is your work and you have the expertise in this work. So you can address your work is very well. And you must have the confidence about your problem and your work. Second is introduce the problem well. Get people interested. If your problem is well written and well explained, then people can take interest to read your work. Number third, you have to demonstrate you are a world expert. Definitely, when you start your work and you have the command on that work, so you are the expert. This is your work. Always, when you go to meet the supervisor always say that this is your work and you are the responsible about your work. So explain it very well, and I can tell you that you are going the what way you are going, so he can help you to follow the right track. Fourth is you should know more than your supervisor on this topic. Again, the same statement is revised, that a supervisor only can help you to follow the right track, but you are the expert about your work. You knows better than him, and you can explain him and take the confidence about your work. Then you can further proceed. Number fifth, demonstrate how you have solved the problem or shed new light on something. This is, that the technology era, and we are working in the technology era. So technology is an important element, and people do the multidisciplinary research, and technology is very important. So when we submit our research papers in the good journals, they always ask, what is new, what is new technique, why you want to do this work, who will take the benefit from your work. So you always come up with the new ideas, and you have the solution of that idea, that you can prove your work with the uh, right time, and you can prove that you can do this work. So here I can share the few top tier journals that are the FT50 research journals, and these are very important journals, and people can take the benefit from these journals. And I also trying to submit my few papers in these journals. And let me tell you the one thing, that I submitted few of my papers in these top 50 journals. And in few journals also Dr. Shah is also co-author with me. That but in some journals we got rejection and we got the good comments that we can improve our work also, because this is not an easy task. These are the top FT50 journals, but we have to keep trying to submit in these journals. And also my suggestion, you have to read these journals and cite these journals in your work, because they have the quality of the work. I can tell you the few names. They're the Academy of Management Journal. Also, they can offer the annual conference in Academy of Management, AOM. Uh, every year they can offer the conference. Also, the then Academy of Management Review, then Accounting Organization in the Society, and the rest of the journals. You can find out these journals, and I also uh, give the link. You can see this link. Then, what makes a good PhD student? First of all, a good PhD students uh, must be the intelligent, creative, hardworking, to be able to express yourself well. And a PhD is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be a moment of crisis. Realize that everyone has them. Have confidence in yourself and your supervisor. Means intelligent, intellectuality is the basic term that every good PhD student can come up with the new creative ideas, and must be the hard worker, and he or she has ability to accept yourself and a good command in your work that can give you the good results. PhD definitely is a marathon, it's not a sprint. So sometimes you feel the failure, sometimes you feel the rejection, but you have to be strong. Do not give up, never give up, and always give the guidance with your supervisor, and must have your self confidence along with your supervisor. Do not hide anything from your supervisor. Discuss everything with your supervisor and keep sharing your work with your supervisor. A student supervisor relationship is very important. First, you have to show respect to your supervisor, and frequent interaction, frequent meetings are very important. Share your ideas with him, set the time of the meeting, and effective follow-ups. Here you can see in the picture, there is a person sitting on the ground, and helping hand is showing that a supervisor is always there. uh, when I was doing my PhD, my supervisor every week called me and he said that don't worry, I'm here. So supervisor support is very important, and if you can give respect with your supervisor and frequently interact with him and share your ideas with him, so he can always be there. He can guide you and he can help you to complete your task and complete your PhD on time. Writing up the estimate, now long it will be the take you to write up and then double up. Get supervisor to read the chapters as you do them to get the feedback. While this is going on, select external and internal examiner in the conjunction with your supervisor. Have the time to time graduation. There are the need to be submitted well in advance. Once thesis is submitted to graduate school, they organize viva. Actually, these are the some steps that follow the universities with step by step. When you complete your work, definitely supervisor ask you to submit your work in university, and university follow the some instruction and selection of the internal examination for your vivas, and then graduate school can organize your viva. So means you are ready to appear in your viva exams, and with your when you have submitted your work, definitely your supervisor in confidence with your work, so you will succeed in your viva. So now a picture you can see in this screen. This is a uh, A thousand, you can see this picture speak 1,000 words. Like you are crossing the road and a thesis in your hand. So many people can stop you in different areas, because uh, actually this picture shows that you have submitted your work with your supervisor and internal external examiners, and you got the rejection, you got the corrections, but you don't have to stop. You have to keep going until unless you have to achieve your degree, achieve your goal. So don't give up. This is my last words. Don't give up. Complete your PhD on time and keep going. Thank you.
Yeah. Dr. Asif Qureshi, really, it was so brief and so wonderful, I would say, presentation because you covered each and everything in that. And most of the question you have already addressed in this wonderful, brief presentation. I really enjoyed the way you talked about the game plan, which you not only talked about, but you presented in a way so that it could be visualized by seeing from acceptance to the final defense and viva. I really enjoyed the way you talked about the even selecting the topic, the top 50 journals, and the student, what could be the good student, and then the your relationship with your supervisor, followed by wonderful images which really communicate in a way that one cannot even explain. You rightly said that it says more than 1,000 words because it's a journey where there is a lot of critic. The critic are there just to help out you and to improve your work and to make it quality work, because PhD is all about the creation of knowledge, and it's a very wonderful journey as well. So really, I enjoyed this wonderful presentation by you, and you're a wonderful person, researcher, and have a wonderful experience in academia as well as in the industry. And it's really honor to work with you, and still we are working. That's the wonderful part, that we are learning from each other and we are growing together. One question from you very quickly, because as you mentioned in your presentation as well, that the PhD journey is not smooth, and you will have some moments where you will be feeling down, and some at some places you will be very happy and things. So the question is how to keep yourself motivated in this wonderful journey, because we have crisis as well. Sometimes the emotional breakdown, sometimes our paper are rejected, maybe we have a major revision in proposal. So how did you keep yourself as motivated, and what is your message to the upcoming researcher to keep themselves motivated for this journey? Yes, please.
Thank you, Dr. Shah, for your kind words. And in my opinion, I can only say that how to be motivated. For the motivation is the basic element, that it is a candidate must be passionate. If the candidate have the passion to complete the task and with the dedication, so he or she can complete on time. And definitely when he or she can decide it about the PhD, so definitely can come up with the problem that can beneficial for the society and academia and also the industry. So motivation is uh, basic motivation is required when the candidate is a passionate. So for the passion and the dedication and the consistency of the work is very important.
Yes, very nice, wonderful. And at the end of the session, we ask each our guest regarding their message to the world. So, Dr. Asif Qureshi, what is your message to the world as a speaker, author, teacher, researcher, professional, educator, and the teacher? Yes, please.
Dr. Shah, my message is very simple, that ke- keep the work done and keep the good work done, and also the do whatever you want to do, but with the passion, with the dedication, and with the consistency. It is very important. When you have to decide it about your work, the basic element is the passion. If you are passionate, you have with your commitment with your work, then you can complete your work on time. And always I say that my supervisor always say to me, and always I also guide to my student that never give up, because this
Wow.
is your work and you are the authority in this work, so you have to do it. Never give up.
Wow. Very nice, very nice. And that's end to the wonderful session, because really the way the Dr. Asif Qureshi explained everything was very much, it contained a powerful words and wonderful explanation. I would request to our audience around the globe that please do follow our distinguished guest speaker through his research work and through his a wonderful contribution to the world by reading his research work as well as his wonderful career through the different platform that as he becomes he has already given a wonderful keynote speeches as well as he's giving so wonderful seminars, so you can follow him through his work, and you can email him for future learning and guidance. He's very generous and always ready to help the people. Moreover, wonderful explanation and powerful content which the great speaker has already elaborated will help you to understand how to walk this journey in a more better way. So that's all we have time for today. And thank you once again, Dr. Mohammad Asif Qureshi. And also, I would like to thank our audience who joined us. And thank you all for your support and liking our session. Stay tuned as many sessions are on the way. Please do not miss any session. Until next session, take care of yourself. Bye bye.